Welcome everybody to Group 6 of Round 1 of the Birthday Bash Open. I'm your host, Mitch on Risk, here for Professional Risk Takers. We've got another fantastic Risk lobby for you here today. They're going to start in Europe Advanced. We are playing with the new action points system, so we'll talk about that throughout. Turn order critical here in terms of who you're able to work with, not work with. But these guys are hunting too. So first in turn order in white here is going to be Ivor Sama. He's in white. So the action point system, you've got two actions that you can do each turn. That is to hit a conquer a territory that has 2 or more troops on it, or break an opponent's bonus. If you do both, you get a +1 for the turn. If you do one of them, you get a 0 for the turn. And if you do neither, you get a you get a -1 for the turn. Okay, so we do see the +2 hit there from Ivor. Obviously, he's got no bonus to break, so it'll be a 0-point turn there for Ivor. And we go into I play video game here in purple. He does have that play for what we call basically the Balkans. Then he leaves a 5, but he's easily going to be broken there. He gets to hit a 2, so he'll have a 0-point turn there. Roberto gets a free break out of this if he wants it. He can simply add to his 2 there and break. But that would be for a 0-point turn. He wouldn't be hitting it too. So let's see how Roberto plays it here in red. He's 3rd in turn order here in turn 1. This is the first 5-player game I believe we've played in this round. I may be missing one, but so it may have a little different feel to it. Also, we're seeing strategies and playing styles develop here as people watch and learn more about how to play in this kind. Okay, so we are going to get the break from Roberto. He breaks and he hits the +2, so he gets 1 point for the turn. He goes aggressive turn 1. Does he move the 4 back out? We'll see. Thinking about where to put it. So he gets the 1 point for the turn. The way the placement points work in this, if you win, you get 20. Second place is 10. Third is 8. Fourth is 6. Fifth is 4. Sixth is 2 points. There's no 6th place here, so that doesn't matter. Hello.
Hello.
And now we've got Crackle in black here. Does he take Noob Corner? It looks like he's considering it. He's also considering hitting that Sir Tyler too. Oh yeah, we got the kiddo. She's kind of everywhere right now.
Daddy.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Crackle probably not going to take Noob Corner. He does hit this Tyler too, so we'll have an even turn here. No bonus to break. And here goes Sir Tyler. So we've seen one thing about strategy changing in terms of how you spread out your troops. In the old days, what you would have tried to keep multiple positions. If you only leave 2s and 3s around the board, they're probably going to get hit. Basically, turn 2 through turn 5, we're hitting 2s as much as possible. So then do you go to 2 big stacks? That was a little bit my strategy, to kind of go to fewer stacks in my game. It didn't work out too well. Limited my options. So if you go to fewer stacks, you limit your options on where you can find 2s or breaks around the board. So that also puts pressure on you to figure that out. So the strategy and the best way to play this, I think, is still very much to be discovered. Sir Tyler hits a 2. He'll have a 0-point turn here. And so in turn 1, only Roberto Lowe's picks up a point, but nobody loses a point here in turn 1. And we go back to the top with Ivor Sama. In white, no bonuses currently held on the board after turn 1. We've seen all kinds of different bonus taking, not taking, bonus breaking styles. In general, it's been very bad neighbor, very no bonus taking style of games. Okay, we see the +2 hit there. Ivor hits Crackles too. And so he'll have a 0-point turn, and we go on to I play video game here in purple. Bounty points are 3 points for every bounty. You don't need an immediate trade or anything. Any bounty you take gets you the bounty points. That was a 2 hit there by I play video game, so he'll get the even 0-point turn. Roberto Lowe's the only player that was able to scrounge up a point in turn 1 via the break of I Play Video Game. It looks like these guys are going to go no bonus, which has been the general trend we've seen in round 1, is a bunch of no bonus games. Yeah. The scoring gets easier just kind of once you get a feel for it, for sure. It somewhat keeps you like more focused on doing it while you're scoring the game. So you miss less of like the... Oh, who got that kill? Okay, so the 3 gets hit there by Roberto. He hits a 3 of Crackle. Crackle getting beat up pretty badly here early on. So to be a 0-point turn for Roberto. No bonuses on the table to be broken here. Yeah, the fact that these guys have stayed no negative points, but also we've only seen 1 bonus taken / broken. Very interesting start to this one. What's fun, and people use the term meta for Risk all the time, which is interesting. But what's fun about this is as each game is played, that's kind of more data getting poured into what people are seeing and how people are seeing people do well or not do well. So we're seeing stuff evolve very quickly with super smart, cerebral players trying to figure out kind of the best way to play it and the optimal play. All right, 3 gets hit of Sir Tyler's by Crackle. No bonuses being taken, but we're seeing a lot of 2s and 3s hit so that people don't go negative. That probably means that overall troop count stays a little bit lower. We're going to stay really balanced in general. The first 2 players in turn order have the most troops, which is probably good in a progressive game. That means an even more balanced board. Potentially that's what these guys are striving for, not sure. So we're going to see a 2 of Ivor gets hit there by Sir Tyler. So we're through 2 rounds. Only 1 point has been gained. That was by Roberto Lowe's. Everybody else has had exactly 0-point turns. So these guys are playing it very close to the vest so far. Let's see how that strategy is going to build as we get closer to card trades. And you run out of 2s to hit on the board. So you got to start searching the board for 2s. And there's going to be fewer and fewer as you go here. Ivor's able to find a Roberto 2. They're in Spain. And he fortifies down to split up his 8 and 7 stacks. 2 of Roberto gets hit again, this time by I Play Video Game. Couple of 0-point turns to start off turn 3 here. An extra attack by I Play Video Game. He loses 1 on the Sir Tyler 1 in West Africa. And Roberto Lowe's up. He's got +5. He's on 20% of the board. It is a 70% progressive game, and you get 20 points for winning. So there's still, the biggest incentive is still winning the game, and you need 70% to do that. Yeah, last turn orders losing a lot of troops beginning of game is a recurring strategy. I agree. I mean, the general logic is probably that you don't have time to kind of fortify and adjust before people attack you. I think is why that's happening. But there also is the balance that late in turn order gets the extra troops on the card trades. We will do kind of a full analysis on round 1 once all the groups are done. We want to figure out if there is a major advantage based off turn order. Oh, 2v1 loses for Roberto. He rolls the Sir Tyler 3, loses 2 on it, but he'll stay at 1 point for the game. This has been the least variance we've seen in any game in scores through the first 3 rounds, with only 1 player with a point on the board, either positive or negative. Crackle thinks he's got enough troops now to take Noob Corner, maybe? Taking a whole Noob Corner? That's the important part. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's going to move over? He's going to put even more troops up there, so it's unbreakable. Okay. Oh, he's going for 2 bonuses. The greed on this guy. And Roberto says good game, and I Play Video Games says well played. How about that? Let's see how these guys play it. So Crackle having the 2 bonuses for a +3 there in the corner. Ivor throws out good game. Crackle's saying he's trying to be quiet. Don't try to attack me, guys. Just be cool. Everybody be cool. Crackle does lose a point on the turn because he doesn't hit a 2. Now the rest of the players have to kind of recalculate their strategy. So we saw that kind of spread strategy from all these guys just hitting the 2s, no one taking bonuses early. The negative of that is you don't have any solid stack sizes for the most part to go try to break somebody with an 8 and a 5, guarding their bonuses. So how do we react to Crackle's kind of OP position here? Zerky had a similar kind of OP option when he took Spain. I felt like in Europe, in Group 3 maybe? Maybe Group 4? Causes the whole board to have to recalibrate what their plan is. Okay, we've stopped having the ability to just hit a 2. Sir Tyler loses a point on the turn, not able to find a 2+ territory to conquer. And we're back to the top for turn 4 here with Ivor Sama. Crackle sitting on 2 bonuses. Nobody else able to hold a bonus yet in this game. I Play Video Game took a bonus for a turn, not for a full turn. Literally, the next player to play broke them. So Ivor also gonna not hit a 2 here. Okay, so that'll be a -1 turn for Ivor. We see the tide shifting a little bit, so these guys were able to hold steady in the first couple of turns, but they have not been able to keep their head above water here in turn 4. I Play Video Games just moves everything into a stack. Gonna be lots of negative points now? Yeah, it's very interesting. The big fear from a lot of players when the new action points were announced. Okay. I thought Roberto was going for it. A big fear was that we would see, I don't know, super high points by people just being able to simply get +1s all over the place. And turns out Risk players are greedier than that. And maybe a little more selfish than that in terms of wanting to give themselves the best chance to win. So the dynamic has been anything but super friendly. Here you go, here's your 2 to hit for a free point kind of situation. You can see these guys aren't leaving 2s anywhere on the board. So lack of friendliness is what we would say is happening here. Okay, Crackle gets the bonus. Roberto loses his point that he had on everybody, but he's still a point ahead because everyone went -1 during their last turn. So he's sitting at 0 atop the leaderboard, everybody else at -1. Okay, Crackle being a homie to Roberto, saying, hey, I'll give you a 2 if you don't break me. So we see a little bit of partnership maybe forming here between Roberto and Crackle. Crackle going to get the better deal here because he's getting to hold all those bonus troops every turn. Ivor laughs about it. He seems not to be cool with what they're planning up there. And now Sir Tyler here, 5th in turn order. Which has won, last in turn order has won at least 1, maybe 2 games so far. But there are some challenges with being last in turn order. Okay, so Sir Tyler is going to take a bonus. Crackle, by the way, is collecting extra troops, but losing points. So we'll see if he's able to counteract that with a higher placement just from getting more troops. Cecil saying Lucky Ivor gets the bonus break. Which bonus break? Okay, we're at the start of turn 5 here. Here's Ivor. Either now. You think he was going to go to break Crackle? Oh, he gets the free Scandy bonus break. I gotcha. So Crackle being a friend of the people here, he's saying, hey, look, you guys give me my bonuses. That's really nice of you. Someone can break me and someone can hit my 2. Just Crackle, you get a point, you get an action point, you get an action point. doing his best Oprah impression here. Ivor decides to go for the other break, which is going to give Roberto Los a chance for a +1 turn, depending on what I Play Video Game does here. I Play Video Game does not go for anything. Looks like Roberto's going to get a nice +1 turn here. All he's got to do is hit the Crackle 2 for the break and the 2. Okay, they're going to trade there. He leaves the 2 for Crackle to hit. So Roberto goes +1 again. And Crackle's going to come back and hit his 2. It appears. Crackle up to 49 troops. And then he'll finally get to have a 0-point turn here. He does not leave a 2 this time for Roberto, or does he? No, he does not. He says, Roberto, you can have my break, but you're not going to get my 2 this time. And that pushes it to Sir Tyler, sitting on just 25 troops here. Is there any way to dig out of this hole for Sir Tyler? By the way, I was last in turn order in both of my games earlier today. It is tough, no question. Sir Tyler trying to decide if he wants to try to take the bonus again? Maybe trying to decide if he wanted to trade there? He does take the bonus. Does he move the 4 all the way over? He does. Does he get to keep it? We'll see. Okay, we're going to get our first set of trades here. Ivor's going to go first and get the 4 trade. Ivor laughs at Sir Tyler moving those troops over because Ivor wants to hit it. Is he going to roll an 8 on 5? All he's got to do is break up top. He doesn't even have to do that. Oh. Yeah, he breaks up top in Scandi, so he's going to get a 0-point turn. He decides not to further take down Sir Tyler there. And we get the 6th trade here from I Play Video Games in purple. Currently, Roberto Lo's the only player on the board in positive points. Ivor at -1, I Play Video Games and Crackle at -2, and Sir Tyler at -3. I Play Video Games goes 5 on 4 for the break on Sir Tyler. He goes +1 for the turn, which makes him -1. Oh, he was going to go for the kill? Well, why did he block himself off by hitting... Oh, he was going to hit that just down, but he didn't mean to win it. He didn't mean to win the roll. I gotcha. Kind of an interesting scenario there. Okay, well, that makes more sense. It does go as a +1 point turn for him, at least. He gets the break and the 4-troop kill. And we go to Roberto Lo's on 49 troops. He's not in position to get the kill. I Play Video Games still has Sir Tyler kill guarded there in the Crimea. Roberto just goes to hunt a 2. Might as well hunt it of Sir Tyler, because he's already in such a dire straits, I guess, is the logic. And then here goes Crackle, who's had the noob corner locked up for multiple turns now. He's at 66 troops, well ahead of everybody else. He's getting to add 20 troops here. Let's see what he does. He's got a lot of power on the board. He's just going to hit a 2. He hits a Roberto 2. He wants a 0-point turn. He wants to sit and wait. So Sir Tyler does get to trade, and the good news for Sir Tyler is he gets the big trade here. Yeah, Crackle could have gone through that I Play Video Game 8 and gotten the kill. Maybe just decided it wasn't worth it. Oh, true. It's just the 12 trade. It's a 5-player game, so it's just a 12 trade here for Sir Tyler. Crackle probably deciding that it wasn't worth the 12 troops and the 3 bounty points to go do all of that. Must have been his logic. He feels like he's in too good of a spot to win the game. Doesn't want to risk it with going for that bounty. Yeah, it would have been very tight. Yeah, depends how your roll goes on that 8. Sir Tyler now with 29 troops. He's more than doubled his troop count. Things are looking up for Sir Tyler. For sure he can hold the bonus now. For sure. No one would break him now. We'll see. I like your confidence. Okay, we are in turn 7. We have seen most of the action in the 6-player games happen turn 7, turn 8. We'll see in a 5-player game if that's still the case. It was more turn 10 in the 4-player game earlier today. Okay, 2 gets hit. Ivor gets to hit the 2 of Crackle. And Roberto says thinks asked him to leave a 2 maybe. Not 100% what that was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Crackle thinks it's his 2, but Roberto's going to steal it, I think. That's what we'll see here. So no trade yet for the second set of trades. It's a little smaller again because we're in a 5-player group, so it's just the 15 trades sitting out there. I Play Video Game. Just 1 troop behind Crackle after all this is interesting. He's going to be ahead of Crackle now. After he takes out that Crackle 4. No break there. Tyler needs a set on 3, yeah. Well, he's also holding North Africa. That's worth like 15, 20 troops, right? Crackle counting out his 70 run here. With the big old 15 trade in his pocket. Think he's going for it? Roberto really considering his options here. He hits 2 in Russia. And he's going to hit the Ivor 2 that Crackle thought was for him. Maybe he leaves a 2. Hit a 2, leave a 2, like a take a penny, leave a penny situation here. Sir Tyler also at -4 points at this point in the game. The good news is you can't finish 6, so if he finishes 5th, he at least gets the 4 points for placement. He would break even on the game like he never even was here. Does Crackle go for the trade? Nobody trading on 3, interesting. The 5-player dynamic just slightly shifts that second set of trades to where it's not like a gold mine to get that first trade in the second sets. And everyone thinking they're going to wait it out. Zerka thinks Crackle has it, but he won't go for it. Crackle usually pretty aggressive when he has a tight run. He usually goes for him. But he decides not to here. He leaves a 3. I think he's going to move 1 back. Okay. So we got kind of a 3-player trade happening up there in Scandi. Trade on 3 for Sir Tyler? I mean, even if he got it, it would just be a 15 trade. He would still be basically the lowest in troops on the board. So maybe it's not even worth it to trade on 3 if he has it. I mean, it'd prevent his kill and guarantee more placement points, so I guess he would definitely trade. But it would effectively end any chance he has of winning, which I don't know that he does have a chance at this point. He does get to hold his bonus, critically. He leaves a 10-9-10 guard, and we are into turn 8. Everybody on 4 cards. No one's traded yet. The first trade here will be the 15 trade. Let's see if Ivor goes for it on 4 cards. He throws up the white flag because he doesn't have a trade on 4, it appears. That, my friend, is just a lack of skill. You gotta have the trade on 4 here, Ivor. Come on. Okay, he does get to hit the Crackle 2, though. So we'll have a 0-point turn. These guys have gotten much friendlier throughout the game of allowing players to hit 2s. However, they are all still negative outside of Roberto Lowe's. Couple of attacks from I Play Video Games. He wants Italy. Okay. He takes the Italian peninsula with an 8-6-7 guard and moves in more troops over from the Balkans. Moves 4 more troops over from the Balkans. We go to Roberto Lowe's. Nobody traded yet here in the second set of trades. The next trade is still just 15 troops. Very interesting how this is played out. The 5-player second set of trades is played significantly different than the 6-player second set of trades. Roberto thinking through options, probably thinking wondering if there's any way to stop Crackle from his run. There is some more blocking now on the board with the way these bonuses have been taken. Crackle has it in this turn for sure. Welcome in, Sea Monster. Can Purple even kill Tyler next turn with that 18 locked? You mean the 10 and the 8? Alright, here goes Crackle. Does he do it? He's going to trade in. He's got a +2 to go with it. Sea Monster says he can definitely do it. Zerky's saying he can definitely do it. Let's see if Crackle can do it. He's at 17% of the board. Trying to figure out how much he needs to clean up all of West Africa down here. Smooth pathing through West Africa, almost from Crackle. Well, I guess, depending on where you want to go there. He's at 38, 39% of the board, 40%, 41, 42. 54, 55. He's got tons of time. There's no bounty on the line here, so good news for Sir Tyler is he was able to survive as long as this run finishes. Which it will here shortly. And that's the 70% run. Crackle uses new corner here in Game 1 of Group 6 to get the win in the Birthday Bash Open. We'll see you guys over in Game 2. Welcome everybody to Game 2 of Round 1, Group 6 here in the Birthday Bash Open. Crackle took the win in Game 1 in Europe Advance. We're headed to Greece. We're testing out the newest feature, the action points, for a spicy risk match here in Greece. We've got 5 players. I Play Video Game, going to be first in turn order. In purple here, Crackle helping us out with as much UI as he's willing to give us, which is not a lot, but at least it's something, Crackle. Greece always tough on the old UI. Alright, here goes I Play Video Games. He hits a Roberto 2. For those of you new to action points, you've got to hit a +2 or break a bonus in a turn. If you do both, you get a point for your turn. If you do neither, you lose a point. If you do one of the two, you break even for the turn like I Play Video Game did there. Hitting the 2, breaking even. And we move second in turn order. Sir Tyler surely happy to be higher in turn order here. Gets a little bit of a different perspective on the board versus being last in turn order in Game 1. The winner of each game gets 20 points. Crackle won Game 1. He got the 20 points. Unfortunately, he lost 3 points in the action points. So he finished with 17. Roberto had 8. Ivor 6. I Play Video Game 5. Sir Tyler 2. There were no bounties taken. Oh, early bonus take here from Sir Tyler. He does not guard. So likely gives Roberto a free point here. Very similar to how we saw Game 1 start, where Roberto had an easy 1 to hit for a potential 1-point turn here. He could just take the break-even turn and break. or you could go hit a 2. A lot of options here for Roberto, third in turn order. Okay, he hits a 2. And he's going to leave Sir Tyler's bonus. He's also going to roll out another 2. So does Crackle go for the bonus break here? He's got a couple of 2s next to the bonus. See Crackle fresh off of his 70% win in game 1. Does he play good neighbor here? He could go for Crete, but he's got to hit an Ivor 4 to get Crete, or get Ivor to somehow waste his 4 because it's locked in there. Okay, we do see the Crackle break. He doesn't go for a 2 though, so he just takes a break-even turn there, but he uses the break to get it. Here goes Ivor to finish up turn 1. He's last in turn order in white here. Does he line up a 2? He's got no bonus to break, so to avoid losing a point here, he'll need to find a 2. He's going to hit a Sir Tyler too. So we'll have an even turn there. And we're back to the top for turn 2 with I Play Video Game. No bonuses held at the end of turn 1, which is what we saw in game 1. There were no bonuses held, a bonus taken and broken, but no bonuses held. What seems to be developing more commonly as the strategy is to slow bonus take. Build up your troops until you can take and hold a bonus, which, by the way, is more classic Risk. If you used to play the old board game, people weren't taking bonuses turn 1 and turn 2 on every map. On the classic map, because that's what we were playing in the board game. But that's what we're seeing more of the strategy here in the later games of round 1, is players building up troops. So if they're going to take a bonus, they're going to take it with some big stacks where they can actually defend it. And the incentives have just changed a little bit in terms of breaking bonuses versus the good neighbor, don't hit a 1 to break a bonus. Now you got to have some kind of guard there to really keep people from breaking you. And you're risking a little bit by taking it, because people still might hit it. Okay, the 2 gets hit there by I Play Video Game. He hits a Sir Tyler 2. Sir Tyler probably tired of his 2s getting hit. He retakes his bonus. And he takes another -1 turn. He'll go to 0 points for the match, but he's holding on to his bonus. He wants it to be OP and get the Crackle situation from game 1. We'll see. We'll see if they let him hold it. Yes, Cecil, I believe your group was the only one that had a bunch of roll downs. It's possible there was another one, but I think it was just you guys. Again, we've seen all kinds of different strategies. In our 4-player group earlier today, I think the strategies had to be different because the game was playing out so much differently with the 4 players. But it was very back and forth in terms of bonuses, no bonuses, and how people were going to work together. Roberto Lowe's here in red. Sir Tyler takes his bonus turn 1 and turn 2, hoping to hold it this time. Roberto hits another Sir Tyler 2. Sir Tyler getting beat up pretty badly on the 2s around the board. There's kind of different levels of good neighbor, bad neighbor in this. Like Cecil's talking about, the rolling out your 3s or 2s so that people can't get points is like the worst of neighbor options. The unfriendliest of plays, which is one way to play your group for sure. The most friendly is leaving 2s, obviously. Taking bonus is leaving 1, so they're easier breaks. But we've seen the whole spectrum of ways groups have played this out. And the path to winning changes based off of how your group is playing. The path to winning the game dramatically changes based off if there's going to be any bonuses held, how many troops we're going to allow people to have, if we're going to leave 2s and 3s around the board, if we're going to roll out. Okay, Ivor hits a Roberto 2. We're through 2 turns. I play video games and Ivor, highest in troop count on the bookends of the turn order. And it looks like question mark Sir Tyler's going to get told his bonus. We'll see if I play video game has a different idea. We do see a 2 roll out there by Ivor. What used to be the nice play by rolling out 2s for people is now the mean play to roll out 2s for people. A couple of 1s hit there, losing 1 on the 1 by I play. But Sir Tyler going to get to hold his bonus. So first player in this game to get to hold a bonus is Sir Tyler holding the Attica split bonus. He had a tough game 1, so he will appreciate a little bit of good vibes headed his way. It's been interesting to see what some people are willing to hit for a point. Yeah, there's been some big rolls for sure for a point. And we've seen some big breaks also. Like in my game, Silent Legend hit a big sea monster stack for a break because he felt like he was going to get the Spain OP position, and he just wasn't allowing him to have it. And so there's incentive to break and hit a stack while you're breaking because obviously you get a +1 turn from it. So yeah, we've seen some big stack rolls. Yeah, I think it's an early success. I think people are really still figuring it out. And I get it. I played my game and I felt like my brain was going to explode trying to figure out all of the different levels that were going on how to play it out. It was very challenging to think through, and also I was playing with just super smart players in Silent Legend and Sea Monster and XC Dude. But trying to think through so many different aspects of the game while keeping your eyes on the 70% win still is super challenging. And there certainly hasn't appeared to be some silver bullet, just do this and you win every game. Ooh, Roberto gonna hit the 3 of I Play Video Games. He's gonna take the bonus. Probably not gonna guard it too strongly. We'll see. Okay, he guards it with 5s, and then he's gonna bring the 4 down into the other spot. Will that be enough to hold the bonus for Roberto? We'll see. He's got 5/5/4 to guard, and here goes Crackle in his 3rd turn. Sir Tyler's held his bonus for 1 turn. Roberto just took it. Took a bonus. Crackle hits a 3, loses 2 on the 3. Probably wanted better dice there to get that bonus. So he fails to take the Phallic Islands there. He considers the 3v1. But he would have nothing to guard with. He'd be handing a free point over. And we finish up turn 3 with Ivor Sama. He would have to make some pretty big rolls if he wants to break either of the 2 bonuses sitting on the board. And he's got to find a way to get a bonus if he's going to keep up with those guys. It's probably up in Macedonia, if he's going to go for it. No, he's going to take over on the left. He's only got a 4/4 and a 3. But will that be... Oh, he doesn't even use the 3 on the back side. So does he get broken through the back there? And we go to turn 4 with I Play Video Game leading us off. 3 players currently holding a bonus. And this group has fully shifted from evil neighbor to potentially good neighbor. We'll see if it holds. As I Play Video Games goes in and takes his bonus. Most bonuses we've seen held at this point in the game so far, I believe. With 4 different players having bonuses here, 1 player into turn 4. Sir Tyler was first to get his bonus. He's 1 troop ahead of everybody at this very moment. Don't know how long that troop lead will last if everyone else is taking bonuses. He finds a Roberto 2 to hit. Does he leave a 2 for Roberto? He does. Now Roberto could hit that 2 and go all the way up and go for a 1-point turn by also breaking Ivor. However, Ivor is sitting on his border. Let's see how Roberto wants to play this out. Is it worth the 1 point to be a bad neighbor here? You want to hit Ivor's 4? Up in Epirus?
Yeah.
So if you hit the 4 on the break, you get the +1 quickly. But again, he is in dire straits and right in the crosshairs from Ivor. Reaction. Okay, he goes for a second bonus. And he hits a 2 of Crackle, so he'll have a 0-point turn, but he's holding 2 bonuses. I think he's doing that just to give Ivor a spot to break. We'll see. See how those 2 guys play it out up there. I think that's what he's trying to say. Leave me a 2. Break and leave me a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Crackle does get his bonus here. He does not hit a 2. Oh, he's going to roll down a 4. Oh, he's telling him to get the 4 out. I think he's telling him to get the 4 out because he wants to trade there with Sir Tyler.
Yeah.
And Ivor's like laughing at him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying you can hit my 2. Okay, he's saying trade me. Hit my 2 here so we can trade back and forth on 2s. Let's see if they can get that worked out. We are in turn 4 here. Final spot in turn 4 here for Ivor. Does he add to hit the Crackle 2? It appears he does. Okay. He can get 2 points here. He can get the free break up top. And he breaks Crackle. He's going to lose some troops doing all of this, but he'd get the 1 point for the turn. Does he hit and leave a 2 for Roberto, or just let Roberto hold the bonus? Oh, he rolls down. I don't think that's what Crackle wanted. Crackle wanted him to trade there with him, but he rolls down to get out of his way. That is a failure to communicate. But he does go for the break of Roberto, so he will get the 1 point turn there. He leaves the 2, so Ivor trying to be a buddy. A pal here. I Play Video Games wants I Play Video Game ones. The 2 there from Roberto, he leaves a 2, so he's trying to trade with those guys. He also leaves a 4 up there, so there'll be no break opportunity for anybody. Everybody's got a bonus now. Everybody's happy. Sir Tyler at -1 for the match. Long draft phase here for Sir Tyler. Wonder what he's considering. Surely he's not going to trade here on the first set of trades early. Trying to figure out where to hit it to. It looks like he's picked out that nice Roberto 2 there in the Peloponnese. Okay, we get the 2 hit. Roberto hits a Sir Tyler 2 here in turn 5. He does not trade up with I Play Video Game at the top. That'll be left to Ivor to figure out. And Crackle can't trade with Ivor at the bottom. He could trade with Sir Tyler, potentially. He does go ahead and hit the Ivor 2. Does he say, Sir Tyler, let's trade here? Sir Tyler's in. He asks him to leave a 2, which leaving a 2 is giving a player a point, but leaving a 1 gives you a 0-point turn. Just still good neighborly. Alright, first set of trades. We've got the 4 trade here from I Play Video Game. He's got a nice bonus up at the top. He doesn't have very strong southern positions on the map. He creates one there in the Peloponnese. Hits a 2. This group has transferred from playing very bad neighbor to very good neighbor throughout these 2 games. Just mostly guarding here. Okay, the 6th trade. He waits a while to trade, but he trades. Had to trade. He's mostly guarding. He hits the Roberto 2, and he's going to break Crackle. So he gets a +1 for the turn, which is sorely needed for Sir Tyler, who was sitting on, 0 points for the match. Maybe -1. He might be 0 now. We'll see. Syracuse pretty fast. He may have already put it in. No, he goes to 1 point. Okay. Now Roberto gets the 8 trade. Roberto gonna hit the I Play 2 up at the top. Probably. Yes. Crackle gets his 10 trade and a +2. Trades in a bunch of dudes. Classic Crackle. And we'll see the 2 hit here. Probably leaves a break for Sir Tyler. Oh, you lose 3 on that too? That's a tough roll. Sir Tyler wonders. Ivor gets the 12th trade here, the final trade in the first set of trades. Our troop count's really close. Everything between 44 and 50 here after the first set of trades. Nobody taking a major advantage. We do see the 2 get hit here. Loses 3 on the 2. We've just seen some bad dice here. String of bad dice on the board. Losing 3 on a 2 back-to-back turns is not good. And that's what Ivor's demonstrating. Started turn 7 here. We saw these guys go all the way. Okay, the 2 gets hit. iPlay has a 0-point turn. We saw these guys go all the way to 5 cards on the second set of trades. I believe. No, it was 4 cards. They went to 4 cards, but it was the 3rd player in turn order or 4th player in turn order to be the first to trade in on the second set. So let's see if they do that again here. Pretty balanced board. Certainly no like easy bounty to go get on a 15 trade. Trying to tell him to attack to remind him to break. He's going to go get a 2 and he's going to break. So Sir Tyler collecting points here. Back-to-back turns where he's got the +1 with a break and a 2 hit. He's up to 2 points total for the match. So paying off for him. Ivor crying. Still no trades here in the second set of trades. This one from Ivor. He's worried about something Roberto's looking at. Roberto's going to hit the Tyler 3. Very balanced game. These guys were able to find some sort of balance to it. Which there will still be a big advantage to the big trades. However, those guys aren't ahead enough for it to matter a ton yet. But they are, I mean, they're hitting 2s and 3s, but there are some -1 turns going on for sure. Roberto hits the 3 there of Sir Tyler. The 2 gets hit of Sir Tyler. It's a tough 5 troop loss there back-to-back for Sir Tyler. He leaves a 2. He says Crackle gives him basically a free +1 on his next turn. Roberto might be laughing at Crackle being too nice there to Tyler.
Yeah.
I play trying to signal some to Ivor. Maybe tell him to move his 6? No, he's just telling him to leave a 2 there. Okay. They were able to work that out. I think Roberto might be frustrated that he feels like he's the odd man out in terms of working with anybody here. Okay, I play trade, so that's the first trade in the second set. That's the 15 trade. Again, just a 5-player game, so it's a 15 trade in progressive. He hits the 2 of Ivor. It says 73 troops. The 70 run here will be interesting because we do have these bonuses being held with pretty big guards around the board. So 70 run, not like a super open, smooth 70 run, and not an easy bounty to get, with still just 20 being the card trade. Someone will get a big card trade here. The last to trade cards in the second set will get a nice card trade size. Another free +1 for Sir Tyler there. He's gone +1 the last 3 turns in action points. He leaves a 2 for Crackle. Oh, we finally see the break. Alright, Roberto felt the pressure, went for the break of Ivor. He'll get the +1 for the turn there. Breaking on a 3, I believe it was. Crackle considering a trade. Only 1 trade so far in the second trading sequence, and that has gone to iPlay. And Crackle on the fence of whether to go for it or not, for the trade. For now, he sets up to do his 2 hit. And he forgoes the trade. He's going to hit the Sir Tyler 2. He loses 2 on it. He's lost a bunch of troops trading down there. For whatever reason, in Crete, the troops just drop it like flies. And now Ivor. How does he react to Roberto breaking him? He can pop back down and break Roberto with just hitting a 2.
Yeah.
Roberto says go for it. It'd be a +1 turn for Ivor to go do it. Does he trade? He does not trade. Let's see if he goes all the way through. Okay, he breaks from the other side, and he just guards really heavily in his bonus. So it'll be a +1 turn for Ivor there. 4 players have gone to 5 cards here in this second set of trades. It's going to be a volatile turn here, most likely. 20 trade is up next. It'll go to Sir Tyler. Oh, Sir Tyler hits... Sorry, I Play Video Games hits the Sir Tyler 4. And now Sir Tyler gets that next trade. It'll be the 20 trade. It'll be a 25 to Roberto, 30 for Crackle, 35 for Ivor, assuming they're all alive for their turns. Not a lot of 2s on the board. I see 1. And I see no 3s. Okay, but we do have a 4, and Sir Tyler found it. He lost 5 on the 4. He gets punished for hitting the Crackle 4. 25 trade here for Roberto. He goes up to 82 troops, so that's still just the same amount of troops as I play. He has no bonus on the board. He's the only player in the game not currently holding a bonus. lining up like he might be considering a Crackle kill. Or an Ivor kill. Boy, it is tough. Yeah. He's got to go through a 10. He gets through it just fine. Okay, here he goes for the Ivor kill. He's got the 11 at the bottom, don't forget. He's got plenty of troops. He gets a great roll. And he's able to get the Ivor kill. And Roberto gets the Ivor bounty. That's the first bounty we've seen taken in this group through 2 games. He's going to get 30 troops to work with here. Crackle's still sitting on 5 cards, by the way. Can he roll this into a Crackle kill? Or potentially even run the 70 directly off of that? It looks like he's going to go directly to the 70 run. Loses a 3v1 at the top. He's at 60%. It should be... Oh, he runs out of time. Oh, no. Time got him. Does Crackle... The thinking time got Roberto there. He had it. Oh, no. And here goes Crackle on 82 troops. Does he have any bounties to clean up here? Doesn't appear he's going for any kind of bounty play. He will just be happy to take his second win of the game. Oh, he might get Roberto here, right? 54. No, he can't get Roberto. There you go. Crackle sweeps Group 6. Fantastic run there. He gets to clean up for Roberto's failed run. We see the 1 bounty in the game, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the final group of Round 1 of the Birthday Bash Open.